So you've just built yourself a Dipsy. If you haven't yet, go to the tutorial link in the description. Before you get Dipsy ready to conquer the Satsuma Showdown battle, let's put the finishing touches on Dipsy in CAD. If you find yourself asking the question, why am I doing this again? I will link my most inspirational speech in the description for you. All right, let's do this thing. Okay, let's kick things off. Open up Fusion 360. All right, first things first, let's make sure the data panel is open and that we are within the special VexIQ project. All right, what you're gonna open up is number 2, Dipsy. So remember, first things first, use the scroller wheel to zoom, shift and drag the scroller wheel to rotate, and just drag the scroller wheel to pan. You can also do those controls down here, and you can also use the cube in the corner. First things first, let's create a version of this for ourselves. So we're gonna hit save as, and you can replace the number with your name. Okay, my name's Paker. Oh, it's been a long day. Okay, boom. So here is my Dipsy. Obviously the epic spikes are missing, and we gotta add the touch LED mod in the back. We will get to that and we'll make this thing complete before the night is over. But before we do that, we wanna make sure that we're capturing design history so that we have a nice little record of everything we've done so we can go back and change something if we want. We're going to open up a browser window here. You can collapse this list of parts. Go into the robot if you want. You're gonna right click and hit capture design history. So we got our timeline popping up down here. Sweet. All right, so what we're gonna need to do, I'm gonna add the spikes first, so I'm gonna drag in 4 45-degree angle pieces and get them all ready to go. Okay, we got one here. Okay, number 2. And 2 for this side. I'm using this square to move it because then it'll only move it horizontally, vertically along the XY axis and not up. Now, since we're creating rigid joints, like we did in Tinky Winky, we're essentially welding the angle piece to the corner connector here. We only need to explicitly connect one little connector pin on the corner connector to one hole on the angle piece, and it'll be fused there for life. So let's hit J to create those joints, and I'm gonna do the upper hole. I'm gonna say I want this whole edge right here to move to and mesh with the base of this connector pin. So we're gonna wait till we see that little circle with the cross right there. So that, boom. I'm gonna hit that, and the last step is let's kind of get my perspective set here. I'm gonna hit this at the corner so kind of get me, and then I'm gonna rotate it myself so I can kind of see it straight on. I want to rotate it 90 degrees, or technically to the 0 degree position, so that it's facing the right way and it is fully spiked out. Now let's see if we got that. Yeah. Okay. So the next one, let's rotate around here. I'm gonna join this whole edge with the base of this connector pin. Boom! And we want to rotate to the 0 degree position. Straight up and down. Woo! Look at that! Okay, Dipsy's coming along nicely. So now with these pieces, if I were to join this, just join this hole with this, it'd be facing the wrong way, so I'm going to flip myself under, hit J to join, click here, pop myself back up, and pick the base of the connector pin. Boom. Oh, see, I accidentally moved it down. I did not mean to do that. Move it back to 0 millimeters. I'm going to rotate it to 180 degree position. All right, sweet. We'll do the same thing. This one! The best is when you like throw on like a YouTube video or podcast in the background and you just work on your robot. It is the ultimate weekend activity. Okay, so we're going to rotate this around. Booyah! Okay, check it out. So we got the spikes. We are halfway there. We just want to get the touch LED mod going in the background. So there are 6 parts we're going to need for that. And we're going to need the touch LED itself. So let's scroll until we see that. It should be somewhere around here. Ah, yes. The classic 30-10 piece. So we'll drag one of those in. Drag it here. Okay, now we want a 5-hole corner connector piece. Okay, here we go. Part 134. Drag this over here. Okay, and then the last thing we need 4 of those pesky little connector pins. And notice how the timelines, look, we got so much stuff on our timeline. Because we are adding in lots of components. So by the time you're a warrior, you will be building your own robots from scratch in CAD. And that is awesome. So we got 3, I'm just gonna drag in one more. All right, awesome. So we got all the parts we need for for the Touch LED mod. I'm not gonna worry about the cable for the Touch LED or the motors, but just know that's something you can do too if you want. Okay, so I want this connector, this corner connector, to go right here. So we're gonna kind of pan down here. We're gonna pick one of the connector pins. I'm gonna pick that right one right there. I'm gonna say, I want you to go right here to this. Whoops. And so see how it's a little weird? We can hit flip to flip it around, and I'm gonna rotate it this way so that the flat side's facing up. Oops, 90 degrees. Now we're gonna get these 4 connector pins. I'm gonna look for that circle with the, boom! Circle with the cross in the middle means that you're in the center. It means that you're connecting center to center. I'm gonna pop those into these 4 holes. And see, now we have to hit flip again to get that ridge up. So just keep an eye on the flipping. I'm gonna do the same thing over and over and over again. And we're gonna have to flip you too. Okay. Let's say you click the wrong part of the connector pin and the joint looks super weird and off. You can just X on component 1 and then re-pick the part of the connector pin that you want. Okay, we're gonna hit OK. And last one, boom! We're gonna probably have to flip it. Yep, okay, so flip on that. Okay, so on this one, you might notice, oh no, the parts are coming apart. So we're gonna, see, we want this to all stay together. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna scroll down to the bottom until you see it. Oh, boom, okay, there it is. Double click, it's highlighted. We know that this is this part in our parts list. So I'm gonna right click it and hit rigid group, and that's going to create a group out of the 6 selected little pieces of this. And boom, now it's all together. We don't have to worry about it. Almost there. I'm gonna hit J, hit capture position, and pick this hole, and I'm gonna mesh it with the base of this connector pin right there. And we are going to rotate. Don't worry that the whole thing didn't come with it. It's gonna come with it in a second. I'm gonna do a full 360 rotation. Oh, all the way to position 0 degrees. Let's try that. Let's see if it works. Okay, looks pretty good. Is that? Yes! All right, we got it. So feel free to mess around with this until you get it the way you like it. This currently matches our very official Dipsy build in real life. So what you can do, Control S to save it. You can leave a little note, spicy note. I'm just gonna leave it user saved. Wait for it to save, and you, Robot Trainer, are done with the CAD model for Dipsy, so you can go crank out the code for that thing. Good night, everybody. I'm gonna get some sleep. Peace out.